Hey everyone, this is Mike, and I'm here with Isaac,
Yo,
and we're here to talk about some video games. More specifically, we're here to talk about Gamescom, which is actually coming just around the corner. Yeah, it's actually kind of snuck up on me, to be quite honest, cause like I'm just more so used to like Summer Games Fest or like E3 being the big game show of the year, but yeah, the Gamescom in
Germany.
Germany.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
it's the
the
biggest one in Europe.
second yeah,
Second
and
biggest one, really?
well by actual attendance,
Mm-hmm.
Gamescom is actually the biggest.
Of course, yeah.
But in terms of actual like star announcements, it's usually used to be E3 and now into like Summer Games Fest for the big announcements.
And then September
Tokyo
is
Game
Tokyo Game
Show,
Show, was the
Tokyo
one
Game
that
Show.
kind of rounds everything up. Yep.
Well, there's a little bit more. I mean, technically,
There's
I,
smaller ones
there's the
that are
small
kind of
ones, and then
nestled
you
in, but
have
yeah.
like G Star for South Korea, China Joy. But yeah, it's usually it's Summer Games Fest, and then Gamescom, and then it's Tokyo Game Show.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the big. I would say those are the big three
Okay.
when it comes to announcements. But yeah, more or less, there is a bunch of games that we are looking forward to. And yeah, we got a little
Yeah.
bit of a list here.
Let's check out the
Right,
list.
yeah, right
Yeah.
now this is
These are
like
the
the
featured
featured
ones.
stuff.
I guess the one of the more popular ones
Yeah, I
are,
would say.
sit down dropping at the moment. Yeah.
Obviously, some of these games have already been revealed. I'm guessing that these are just showcases for people who haven't tried the game out. Because a lot of these featured games are going to be on the shore floor,
Mm-hmm.
so you can just play them. Obviously, games like the Hoyoverse stuff
Obviously, the
are all
ones
there.
like Zenless Zone Zero, Pragmata from Capcom,
Capcom.
Flight Simulator for 2024. But then we also have clearly favorites like Marvel Rivals, Halo,
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Ball,
All right.
Xenoverse 3. That's out, right? That's already out.
No, no,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
that's one of
no.
the games that have not been released.
Yeah.
But then we also see a couple of games too, like Crazy Taxi, World Tour being one of the more interesting
Mm-hmm.
tags. What is it? Resistance? Reticence?
Resonance of Plague Tale Legacy. I've never heard of that one.
No,
To be
actually,
perfectly
no. It
honest.
was announced at Game Fest.
Summer Games
It
Fest.
was
Okay,
Summer's Games
gotcha.
Fest. Yes,
But yeah,
and I believe it's actually coming out soon. I believe either this month or next month. I wasn't too
interesting.
sure, but that game should be coming out.
I know this is Sea of Remnants, and I know that's a game that
Sea of
a
Remnants.
friend has been looking forward to. It's basically a
It's
turn-based
turn-based.
pirate
Honestly,
game.
it's one of the games I was actually sitting down looking forward to myself. But actually, out of all of these, are there any particular games that you are honestly looking forward to? A lot more information that you're hoping to get from Gamescom.
I'm kind of interested in Petite Planet, and that's Hoyoverse's
Mm-hmm.
take on like Animal Crossing. And
Okay.
I actually did get into the closed beta, but I kind of barely played it because I was just distracted with so many other things.
Okay.
But I would like to try it again because again, I've always been like I always liked Animal Crossing, but I haven't had the time or the money to dive into the recent Animal Crossing New Horizons game. I know that that's technically still being updated because I believe like a couple months ago they gave it another update.
Mm-hmm.
And but I can feel like with a game like Animal Crossing, it's a game that I feel like for a game that like that, I feel it's a game that actually suffers from FOMO the most. Strangely enough, because of how like
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like so hyped and showing and like playing through it and showing off their islands and stuff like that. I feel like you don't play it around that time. It feels like a lonely experience because the social aspect is
Yes.
such a big part
For
of
games like
Animal
that, yes.
Crossing, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I kind of missed out on that. So I'm kind of hoping to jump in on this as a replacement. But again, what I barely got to try it, so but I'm gonna hopefully try it again.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That
Um,
makes sense. Any other games?
um, Nothing else in particular from what I can see. Well, actually, there is one, but I'm actually gonna save that for later.
Okay.
But yeah, that all the featured ones are pretty cool. I know a lot of people are looking forward to Blood of Dawn Walker, considering that it's being made by former CD Projekt Red games, which is also ironic considering
Right next to it is Witcher.
The Witcher 3 is actually getting like a new expansion after how many years? I guess like almost like a decade.
Oh, that's pretty cool. And this is on the and maybe this expansion pack leads into Witcher 4. Probably being worked on. And then when's the announcement of that game? Or they have not made they haven't actually put a date for Witcher 4 yet.
No, I don't think so, no.
It's still kind of work in progress on CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure so.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. All right.
Which is cool. I know a lot of people are excited for Gears of War E-Day. There was a multiplayer beta, and every someone said that the beta was pretty good. It feels like Gears of War, classic Gears of War. I know people are a bit skeptical about the story because a lot of people are feeling like they're in certain characters that were not like favorable or memorable. But I mean, as long as the gameplay is good, because a lot of people love the gameplay of Gears of War, that running cover shooter, and it seems like a lot of the techniques that a lot of people loved from the original Gears of War games, like wall bouncing, the wall bouncing technique is still in there, and obviously you can still do curb stopping and stuff like that, and it's just
that was always part of the original.
Yeah, of course. I'm just
a mechanic though. Yeah, be able to have like the wall bouncing,
the wall bouncing,
the wall bouncing, as well as the cover that made the first game so famous. What 10, 20 years ago, almost at this point. I think it's really interesting. Also, now have they mentioned anything about 4-player co-op in this, or 4-player online? Because one of the bigger features about that was the split screen, be able to sit down and play with 2 players, and then I think even in the original one was able to play with all 4, or was it just simply script?
I think it was only two during
for split.
For split. This game does have a horde mode, so
okay. Well, that's
it's
classic.
Not the same as co-op, but there is a cooperative horde
for all
mode.
4 players to sit down and play the game. But no story player co-op.
I'm not sure. I mean, the horde mode this is a multiplayer beta, so it was only online. So
yeah, and it's honestly, I think this is the game that introduced the horde mode after that, because once they introduced that, now every game introduced their own horde mode. I'm pretty sure they were the first to do it, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. But technically,
I mean, not the first.
Left 4 Dead, but the one to do it properly. Because I would say Left 4 Dead is technically the first one to be a horde experience.
No, but wasn't Gears of War came out way before that? I think Gears of Wars came out before Left 4 Dead.
I'm not too sure. Let's do a quick Google. So bright. The
light.
Dead. Yeah, apparently it was. Yeah, you were correct. Gears of War did come out, but I don't think it had a horde mode before that. That's the thing.
Well, why didn't you type in horde mode? You just typed in Gears of War come out.
Horde mode for Left 4 Dead. Okay, so Gears of War 2.
Yeah.
And it was only interesting.
Only by 10 days.
Yeah. Okay.
Even
though both games help define cooperative wave and survival shooters, Gears of War 2 beat by a week and a half. Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so you're correct. Okay. But yeah, now going in, you have obviously a lot of the indie games and a lot of the I have never heard. This particularly looks interesting though. Tare the Unbound. I have no idea what that is. I'm probably going to look into that later.
Is there YouTube? Is there nothing on YouTube at the moment? I feel like a lot of these games should have some kind of.
Oh yeah, I definitely think
Project Zeta. I think I've seen this.
Project Zeta. This sounds like a MOBA, and it looks like a MOBA, and I'm not really into. Is it an action MOBA, or is it just one of those League of Legends style
I
MOBAs.
think it's a League of Legends. It's
Yeah.
kind of in the same realm of what's the other mobile game? It was League of Legends.
Dota.
Dota. No, well, Dota. No, was another one. Smite.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a 3D MOBA.
A little bit,
Okay. So
but what's like really cool? Shell Satan. Uno Wonder. I'm not gonna lie. I actually enjoy playing. I know it's like a classic game, but I really
Obviously.
do sit down and enjoy playing Uno during like when the pandemic happened.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it was actually one of the more fun experiences to sit down and play against a computer and just sit down and just relax the situation. So, weirdly enough, I, as a person that's getting a little bit more older in gaming, just to be able to have something a little bit more simple, which Uno, which is a game that's never simple. If anything, it probably causes more ending friendships right alongside Monopoly and Mario Party, but. But yeah,
Well, it has to be.
Uno Wonder.
Specifically, it has to be Mario Party 2. Though.
Yeah.
I think every other Mario Party is slightly less.
And Mario Kart. Mario Kart's also been pretty.
Surprisingly, Roku Kingdom. Now, this is another game that I'm surprised Nintendo didn't go after. But then again, this is from Tencent, and this is a game that actually has quite a history in China. Because in this game, the Roku series apparently is just as big as, if not bigger than Pokemon. And unfortunately, I did click on it earlier, and there's nothing. There was nothing.
Okay.
I mean, there is gameplay of it. It's a mobile game, but it's basically Pokemon, but for mobile. But it's an actual full-on like online game with like an actual world. There's a lobby that you go in where you can hang out and actually see other people with their monsters, talk with them, team up with them before you head out into the game world, and it's turn-based and stuff like that. And again, this game is really popular. And again, it's kind of funny since with Nintendo and the whole like lawsuit with Pocket Pair, and then a lot of these other games. They're just kind of sneaking up in there that you kind of should have been paying attention to, like Animo. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, exactly. Animo is like another one that's actually coming out,
and that's one that's from Microsoft. I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, it's Paw Print Studio. I believe they're Singapore based. But that being said,
I thought Animo was. I thought this was.
They had a deal to publish
it for Microsoft.
Xbox. Yeah, it had a publishing deal.
That's what
but yeah, it's what they got. But it's also going to be on Steam. It's also going to have to be on mobile.
I do remember this game.
Again,
which also makes Nintendo's forever suing of Power World even more outrageous and goofy. Actually, if you go back up, I don't know, was it this particular? Was it Masters of the Universe, the He-Man? Was this the game?
I think this is the 2D. Yeah,
this was the 2D
beat 'em up
game,
one.
game that was originally supposed to come out during the movie. In as a marketing to coincide, and it never did. So I'm wondering what happened and where did he end up pushing the date back for this game in particular? Because
I have no idea.
Either way, I'm looking forward to it. It's actually quite nice that we're getting more beat 'em up games at the moment. I think it's a really cool idea that when we have that arcade style of it. I think it's really cool and pumped up and amazing because also Marvel's Invasion is also going to get a new DLC, Doctor Doom DLC that should be dropping in the next couple of months to coincide and also to promote, Avengers Doomsday movie for December. So, it's cool. One of the games I'm personally looking forward to, and I'm a big fan of old school beat 'em ups at the moment. So,
I mean, besides from that, Tides of Annihilation. That game also was pretty cool. I mean, they did show off a bunch of gameplay very recently, and again, it very much has a Devil May Cry style of like combat. except when you have an assist, you have like an assist with you, which is pretty cool. You summon monsters to like fight with you, which is pretty cool. And overall, the game is pretty neat.
Okay.
I guess a little bit of drama with this game though is that the lead voice actor
Yeah.
for the game decided it had to drop out for health reasons.
Why is that controversial?
I mean, I don't know. Obviously, because just people just like used to the voice and just to hear them having to drop out and now having to rush and find a new voice actor is always It's just
I don't think it's
upsetting.
controversial.
Well, maybe controversial.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, maybe controversial isn't the right word, but still,
Yeah.
I'm just like it's it's just unfortunate. That's the word I should have used, but whatever. Again, there is a bunch of interesting looking games that I'll probably have to pick out one after another and like to see if there's something, because it's a lot. It's like a lot of indie games, like a lot of indie games.
Yeah.
I don't.
Seems like indie games. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's like I'm not even sure all of these games are even gonna be here though. It's just like, geez, it's so many. But yeah, it's definitely a lot to take in. But again, the big game that I'm looking forward to, surprisingly, I already searched it and it isn't here, but it is coming, and that's Ananta. It's finally getting another showcase, this time at Gamescom, and people have been waiting for such a long time for this game, because this is basically the true anime equivalent to GTA 6. And again, a lot of it was how anticipated GTA 6 is. People are very much waiting for this game, and so am I. Considering I have no interest in GTA 6, to be perfectly honest, but I am interested in this game. Considering again, I like the anime style and theme, and it just seems like it's throwing in so many different types, genres, and elements into the gameplay. And the biggest thing that they did announce like a while back is that it's not going to be a character gacha game. There is going to be a gacha elements in there, probably for like clothing and cars and real estate or something like that. But you won't have to spend your time unlocking like characters. You just play through the story and you just unlock characters naturally. And that's the biggest change that I'm looking forward to. So, because they basically want you, because every character has their own life, they have their own way of playing, they have their own way of getting around the city. So, and they didn't want to actually limit that experience. So the fact that they did this is actually pretty cool. But yeah, you have 17 million pre-registrations. It's definitely going to be a big game.
Yeah, not my cup of tea. But I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade. If some people are looking to enjoy that, well, some, as in 17 million people that just
pre-registered, yeah,
pre-registered, yeah, that sounds some. But yeah, this sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, a lot of independent games, which I love to see. A lot of the independent sector really kind of blustering, and some very good independent games designs as well too. So yeah, no, I'm sitting down looking forward to it. Other than any other big announcements you think you're hoping for Gamescom in terms of?
No, I mean that's really it. Obviously, I'm going to watch it, and hopefully, there's going to be some surprises, something that catches my eye. We'll definitely talk about it when the showcase is over. But again,
how do you think Sony will be received at Gamescom?
Not well at all. Anything that Sony does is very much kryptonite at this point, with the whole situation regarding the digital games and the Wolverine not being well received.
But here's the situation right now. I know as much as people want to sit here and be upset about them moving into more of a digital future, the numbers continue to come out that they're making money by going digital right now. It seems like the profits are coming more in digital, but what I also sit here and say that it's one of the things that you're offering right now because of its convenience, at the moment. Of course it's going to sit down and make money, but the problem is it's not about the fact of offering, it's the fact that you're not at least giving people the option and chance to sit down and
Yeah,
buy it. That's more of the reason people argue. Of course, it's going to sit down and make money based on that, you know?
yeah, that's just what people are upset about. It doesn't, like, people generally don't care if like digital makes more. People just want the option. People just want to know that the company is on the consumer side, and it seems like they're not on their side, and just people just don't like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a little bit frustrating. But again, I have no idea how well they're gonna receive. I predict that I'm sorry. I predict that that's just gonna be like crapped all over. Just because like I know when the Phantom Blade Zero like showcase happened,
Which sucks too, man, because Donnie Yen was part of the mocaption.
Yeah.
And I felt kind of bad because like it looks really, really cool though. But Phantom Blade Zero is also for PC as well.
Yes.
No,
very much so.
Total balance.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, I think that's basically more or less what we would like to talk about. So, what do you think about the games that are going to be at Gamescom? Is there any particular games that you're looking forward to? Are you just not interested in Gamescom at all, or whatever? Let us know. And if you like what we do here, please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Mike with Isaac, and we are saying peace.